Gurubhyo Namaha, Namo Namaha. Extremely delighted to be in touch with you all with this posting. Today's posting is on Panchagni Vidya. Panchagni, Pancha means 5, Agni means fire. Here the word Vidya means meditation, contemplation. This contemplation will lead to dispassion, vairagya. We will, as we go further, we will understand. So, this is mentioned in Chandogya Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishad. Anybody who has got a book or interested in referring the book, I will give you the numbers from chapter 5, section 3 to chapter 5, section 10. We are going to deal with that. Panchagni Agya is dealt in Chandogya Upanishad from chapter 5, section 3 to chapter 5, section 10. The characters involved are Shweta Ketu and Uddalaka or Gautama. Uddalaka is the father as well as the guru of Shwetaketu, and the king of Panchala Desha is Pravahana Jaivalihi. He is the son of King Jaivala. So Shwetaketu has learned from his father. Once he went to the kingdom of Panchala Desha, king, and there he expressed his desire to be as the Pandit, the Vidwan of the kingdom. So the Raja asked him, questioned him, asked some questions to him. Then Shwetaketu could not answer those questions, because Shwetaketu was initially, he was very much proud of his learning, but when he could not answer the questions of Raja, he felt very bad. He went to his father and with dejection and told his father that he could not answer the 5 questions asked by the king Pravahana Jaivalihi. Then, what are the 5 questions? The 5 questions are, the Raja asked Shwetaketu, do you know where people go once they die? Do you know where people go once they die? This is the first question. The second question is, do you know how they return back to the world again? How they return. So, do you know how they return again? The third question is, do you know the places, the route they take after death, wherever they travel, and where these paths diverge? The third question. Fourth question is, do you know the higher world, if they are great, why the higher worlds are not filled up? And the fifth question is, do you know after the oblations, sacrifice, fifth sacrifice, the water body, the Jalila Shariram, how it becomes again a human being? These are the 5 questions. Shwetaketu was little arrogant, or he was too much proud of his knowledge. But these questions he could not answer, he felt so bad. So he went to his father. He narrated the incident happened in the kingdom. And he asked his father, why you didn't teach me this? The father Uddalaka said, even I don't know the answer for this. So let me go to the kingdom and learn from the king. So he went to the kingdom. Uddalaka went to the kingdom. And whenever a sage like Uddalaka, the great sage like Uddalaka, goes to any kingdom, the Raja immediately receives them well and asks them that what he can be of any help. whether he wants any money or any other thing, money or material or any rice or something, whatever you want, please let me know. Then Uddalaka said, no, I don't want anything. You asked 5 questions to my son, which he could not answer. Even I don't know the answer. I want the answer. These answers have been always kept with Kshatriya, the rulers only. And it is never parted. The knowledge is parted to anybody else. Then what Uddalaka, the king said, told Uddalaka is, you have to stay here for some long time. Then at appropriate time, if everything goes well, I might share the answer with you. Then Uddalaka decided to stay there. When Uddalaka was staying in the kingdom, the king was observing his behavior. Unlike Swetaketu, he was a bit proud and arrogant about his knowledge. Uddalaka was very humble and he was always willing to learn new things. Then after some years rather, then the king called Uddalaka. I'll tell you the answers. So what is the first question? The first question is, so he decided is, he decided not to tell the answer, the first question at first. He said instead he decided to give the answer for the 5th question. What was the 5th question? Do you know how after the 5th oblation, the liquid oblation, that is the liquid body, the Jaliya Sharira, okay, the Jaliya Sharira represents the unseen result of actions, our own karma pala, come to be designated as a human being. This is the 5th question. See what happens when a person dies. Ati Vahikaha means there are some guides and conductors who will help the subtle body with the Jalila Sharira. With the Jalila Sharira means what? Water body. The water body is called up Sharira. Why it is called up Sharira? It actually contains water, fire and food. Since water is the predominant portion is water, it is called water body. So the subtle water body travels, right? Travels. Then this Ati Vahikaha, they help in the travel, in the prayanam of the subtle water body, right? So what happens is, then this subtle water body is offered as an oblation to fire, okay, by Devas. Who are the Devas? The Devas are nothing but the person who died when he was alive, he did some sacrifices. That person's prana, that is his life force, and various pranas, right? There are Pancha Prana, and their deities, Devatas, like fire. These fire and the prana, they offer the oblation of the Jalila water body to the fire. They offer on behalf of the dead person. Okay? So the Jalila Sharira is nothing but the Jiva in a particular form after death. That is the subtle body of the Jiva after death is offered to initially first to one Agni known as Swarga Agni. It is offered to Swarga Agni. Then once this water body, the water body is known as Shraddha. The water body is known as the Jaliya Sharira is known as Shraddha. So the Shraddha is offered to the Swarga Agni. Then immediately it is transformed into Soma Raja. What is Raja? Raja means Rajate iti Raja. Rajate is iti. Rajate means prakashate. Whatever is brilliant, whatever is effulgent, okay, whatever is bright, the bright body. So what happens? The water body is offered to the Swarga Agni, okay, as a sacrifice. It transformed into a bright body that is called Somaraja. Then this Somaraja subsequently is offered to the second fire. The 5 fires, no, that's why it's called Panchagni. It is offered to the second fire. The second fire is Parjanya Agni. Parjanya is nothing but the rainy cloud. The cloud with rain, okay, that is the which can rain, okay, water content. So this Somaraja is offered to the Parjanya Agni, then transformed into rain. Then the rain is offered to Bhumi Agni, Prithvi Agni, the earth fire principles. The Agni means Agni principles. Then it becomes food, Annam. Then the Annam is offered to Purusha, the human being, the men here particularly. Then that becomes Retaha. Retaha means semen, okay, the seed. Then the Reta is offered to Yosha. Yosha means Sri body. So the man who eats that food, when he comes in contact or he has got affairs with his wife, then this is offered to the lady Yosha Agni. Then that becomes Garbha, the fetus or the embryo or the human being. So what is the question? The first is the water body. So the water oblation, the liquid oblation, how it becomes a human being, that is answered very nicely. The water body or the Jaliya Shariram, which is also known as a Shraddha, is offered to 5 Agnis. What are they? First is the water body is offered to the first Agni, that is Swarga Agni. Then it is transformed into Somaraja. Somaraja means the bright Sharira. The bright Sharira is offered to the second Agni known as a Parjanya Agni. Then it becomes rain. The rain is offered to the third Agni known as a Prithvi Agni. Then it becomes food. The food is offered to a Purusha Agni, the fourth Agni. It becomes 7, Retaha. Then the Reta is offered to the Yosha, the Sri, the lady. Then it becomes a fetus or a human being. So the fifth question is answered. Okay, the fifth question is answered. So this is, now you will take in the next session, what we will do, we will see the next question. So what is the idea of this Panchagni Vidya? The Panchagni Vidya says that it is very, very rare to be born as a human being. It is very, very rare to be born as a human being. So, and the human being goes through a lot of sufferings. So long as he doesn't understand his true nature, this will happen. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. You keep on this circle forever and keep suffering. So, you have to develop dispassion, meditate, contemplate upon this 5 sacrifices and the samsara circle, the chakra, we are born, dying and growing old, disease, everything. You contemplate on this, develop a dispassion and develop the desire to know your true nature, go to a competent guru, learn the Shastra, attain the Atma Jnanam and be liberated here and now, become a Jivan Mukta. That is the Tatparyam, that is the purport of this Panchagni Vidya. Though it talks about various rituals, but the importance is develop Vairagya, develop Atma Jnanam and get liberated here and now, because being born as a human being is very, very rare, Durlabham, Manusha Janmam. And understand that, don't waste your time in nonsense, gossips and everything, and learn about your true nature with the help of a competent guru, okay, with the help of our Shastra, and attain liberation. That is the message. Now what we'll do, we'll take in the next session the second question. Thank you very much.